All right, say no more 9 spiral. Let's cook. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe upon my copyright on the Title 17 USC Section 107. Let's cook. All right, say no more 9 spiral, 9 spiral. All right, we're going to pop off with this part 3 or part 4. Honor thy father and thy mother above, right? And we're going to get it. We're gonna take a look at the another look at the Los Lunes, Mexico Decalogue stone, right? And we're gonna dig, man, and we're gonna get it, man, because some people are not getting it. I'm trying to point out to the people how important this is. This is indeed a law, right? They tried to hide your mama above. They tried to hide Big Mama, man. And I like this depiction right here. This is the closest thing that I can find, right, to what we could imagine, right? As the Most High's chosen people, this is the closest thing. Again, we're gonna take a look at the 9 commandments, not 10, but 9 commandments of the Decalogue stone, and we're gonna try to get some edification, man, and understand what, you know what I'm saying, indeed what we're looking at. But we're going to pop off, man, with some tribal mafia. And this is wisdom, right? Because your mother above is wisdom in scripture, right? And they tried to hide her. And so we're going to get some of Khan drop, man. Might get some of Prince David. You feel me? And we're going to get to the bottom of it. Because if this is a law, then we ought to obey it. And you ought to acknowledge your father above as well as your mother above. It makes so much sense now, right? Silly of us at Drop Nation to think that the big guy was up there rocking by himself, huh? Just alpha male, huh? No omega, just alpha. All right, let's go.
Gotta slip and slide in the mem sauce, man. Gotta keep going, gotta keep moving, get your own self up, man. It's the 4th quarter, man. Somebody promised you it was gonna be easy. They lied. Gotta keep mama close, you know what I mean? Mama said she gonna come at you crooked first. Make sure you KTC. Make sure you in the code. And now she get close.
Bread of heaven, keep on feeding me till I want no more. Novel the tide down here on earth, plus they killing us slow. Spraying these chemicals and changing weather, nothing but devil seed of the falling empty vessels, taking orders with blessing. From Atlanta to Texas and Toledo, been restless. The disrespect is unbelievable, need to be reckoned. You in possession of Jewel, so rare and they precious. Hawaii murder, a nation gonna send them his children. I get the firmament open up and you get this stepping. Wisdom mocking at your calamity, should have been listening. Whether you Hebrew or heathen, who's deserving of mercy? I thought you knew that Hawaii, no respect of a person. You running fast in this race, ain't nothing but a circle. Yeah, though I walk through the valley, death don't bother with family. Try to stick us with them vaccines, we talking mass murder. Gonna take about 7 months to bury all them bodies. Shit. Mafia, let's go. Drop Nation, let's go.
Let's flow, dripping wet and milk sauce. Vegetables round my neck like my lips on my bottles. Christianity's cross, kill so many knives. The brass, I cop a cut, fell apart. Something like the breast. Battling Jengas, snakes in the grass. I see snakes in the grass. Your cons first class. I'm seeing against water, areas dead, fire and ice. Can you measure the weight of fire? Can you bring back yesterday? Surely I say unto you, who can but the Most High Himself? No Jesus, no Buddha, no Muhammad, no idolizing. The reconstruction, Most High over everything. I dig deep in that ruach light. Hit them with the nine, the spiral, the greater light. It's order over chaos. I'm in the front lines, contesting hijacks till the day I die. For my power, I say I love and rise. Split the gates of enemy lies. Go. Wow.
Wow. Joy Word, so chillin', feelin' it. Dropping out, we feelin' it. With 2 acres and a dream, don't stop for why we feelin' it. Got the will that's really real, you know how I be willin' it. KTC, we willin' it. Men sauce, to the knock in the back of the class with the Tim's on. Please pay attention. And you too, Aqua, put away your lip gloss. These niggas been long. Our life, we snatch Zeus ball for true crawl. Yeah, we got our own town and our own job. Some stand still when he pop off. So chillin', chicken ingredients, 5 mil chef in it. Framer, shape, and blessing. Every step we take, we perfect reppin' it. Oh, wow. My gut bone, heart bone, mind bone connected it. Hijack, they be testing it. Hijack, we be wetting it. Spar the time perfected it. Launch off straight to the net with it. What did you expect with it? Special sauce, no cheese with it. Nah, hold that cheese on it. And hold that L-I-E with it. And hold up L-Y Kings in this. We hold M-H-O-E with us. Oh, whoa. They just tuning in. Drop Nation, Drop Mafia. One drop, one tribe, one vibe. Sing on it. Sing on an airbone, man. Sing on an airbone.
All right, say no more, say no more. Appreciate you rocking with 9 Spiral, man. Look here, man. We're at the home base of 432thedrop.com. And I'm trying to pull up a book, man. We finna get off into this library, right? We got a hellified library. You dig? And it's protected. And so if y'all want to check us out, come on, sign up. You get the password, right? The password is no hijacks allowed. Let's see if that works. No hijacks allowed. All right, never. Hell no. And it's subject to change, man. Look here, man. And so we're just gonna, to these niggas be leaving dumbass comments in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just give you a little taste of how we rock at Drop Nation. Cause I really don't think y'all understand who we really are, right? We trailblazers in this thing, right? I'm looking for the book, Forbidden Histories of America. You dig? Matter of fact, give me 1 second. 1 second. All right, say no more, man. We're gonna get some more of this tribal mafia, man. Look here, man. It's that old Eastern, man. Me and yourself the real. While I try to find my book I'm looking for. All right, y'all. Do your thing, man.
Drop Nation, let's go.
Crystal invested while my development was arrested. Couldn't maneuver like a naga supposed to get it. Primary membrane underneath and up above us. Choice is yours, life or death, you gotta make a decision. I lay chrome in my cabby home, minding my business. You attacking me with low frequency, bidding me riddance. Every day I got to modulate my frequency rhythm. Tune it back to 432, vibration keep switching. You keep playing, well make your mind up, go and do this dance. Every move that you make, we see it in prophecy written. I'm just saying, you missed a big bad wolf in things. Might as well pop it off and suffer the consequences. Restitution weight on my mind and heavily guarded. But somebody got to pay for the guilty departed. Keep on rendering unto Caesar what doesn't belong. Make your mind up, take back your birthright for real. Let's go.
No Caesar's Messiah around this here camp. Escala mosquito, Mayan, Indio, soy. So hot it gets a cold to Zebulon, tribe of Yashua. Feel me when I tell you that we returning to the old patient east. They say Black Lives Matter. Ha 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 ha. I say a Khan's life matters. In the old east and home of the pomegranate. Or call the white altar. Hit the cedar, let the droplets black. Ride this flat plane that brought your cons to the end of time. Second estrus, second Baru. A revelation of how we live. Now who got the keys to Sheol? I say, whoa, my people, and take courage. Yasharala flourish through the Ruah. Don't be sorrowful for Hawaii remembers you. My Tawab, I totally cut up. But my people locked up, getting hit up with the Saya. I tell them empty your cup, get your game up, get your Ruah tuned up. I spiral for the leg up. I drop your whole starting line up. Your car flame got the mic up. No New Testament, no blood, no God, primary. Another 48, I run it like the QB keeper. Subtract 8, I got the holy line 40. God, ain't talking about nigga, cuz at the corner store, simply without we had to go to war on them hoes. The phone call on the show, the wild, wild east, where the beasts run free. A magical kid, I'm not it, throw us a condom to stop the remedy. No Billy the Kid, no Buffalo Bill, I'm talking Technical Man. I'm talking Yashua. I'm talking the Titans, ones, 12 tribes. Ezra spoke in the scribes wrote 96 books. I got a hijack by the draw. I can't let go. I gotta free the sheep. Let them feed the sheep stuck deep in the matrix. Let me tell you about Hawaii's decree. Let me tell you about Hawaii's decree. The only begotten holds the key.
Oh, Eastern region, form legions, restricting movement, demobilize them, convict them, leave them paraplegic, Dragon Ball Z them, spitting fire, everything moving to the favor, the house of Jacob, to whom you be clinging, turn over bunkers and safe houses for you, no comfort, only to the remnant of Israel, to those returning, judgment is rapidly approaching, for this land you encroaching, still thinking JC died for your sins, what keep on hoping, or keep on wishing upon a stardom, dragons be vicious, don't forget, Phoenix is breaking loose now, might I mention. Jedi is Levi, Judah Nagas don't bar to barter. Gamma Ray touching, enriching me with nothing but copper yield.
All right, say no more, say no more. We're popping off with T. Eaton, right? This is Mr. T. Eaton, right? And he's deciphering the Decalogue Stone at Los Lunas, New Mexico, right? With 9 commandments. We're going to get into it, man, and try to get some clarification with it. Again, you know, many archaeologists try to debunk this, so they're against this, right? But you got some real ones out there, like this one, and we're going to try to get the guy who actually read out how it reads about the commandment, the 5th commandment, honor thy father and thy mother above. All right. And this guy's saying it's not a mistake. You know, that's just like spelling hot with cold. The way above reads, right? It'll be difficult to mistake that word above. All right. So we're rocking with who? Mr. T. Eaton. All right, let's get it.
Law at the beginning. Law. That dot exists between them. But he did this. He wrote this line. the writer wrote this line. He wrote the top line, I am the Lord your God. They brought you out of a territory of limits and a house of bondage. Bondages, plural.
Bondages, you hear that?
Servant.
Bondages.
Abed, servant.
And so we're talking bondages, plural, right? You hear that? Let's go. We cooking.
Whatever. Plural. Servants. He wrote that, then he writes the next one. He puts the dot there. He puts it out there. He writes the next one. La. Dasha. Laka. Pesel. Don't make. Don't not have made. Not have made to you. A hang up. Yeah, a hang up. What do you call that? It's like you stub your.
And we're just talking a snare, right? A snare, a trap, right? Don't dig yourself a ditch by going against this law. It is indeed a force, a vibration. You can take it for granted if you want to. All right? Papa.
Toe, your shoelace gets caught. Something you have to get hung up on. You get hung up on. Oh shoot! Watch out for that bump right there. Watch out for that slippery rock. But don't make you hang up a trip, a stumbling block. Don't make you a stumbling block.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
To la ka. Can you see that? La to ka you. To you.
God.
Look at that summit.
Mr. T. Eaton, y'all. Eaton.
That summit.
T. Eaton. We cooking with Mr. T. Eaton.
It looks like an S.
Let's
There's
go.
a line.
Let's rock. Get in there. What it say?
Eek. Etik. Sa. Vav. Hu. Hoots. Hoots etik.
All right.
Hoots etik right here.
Come on now.
Extracted you.
Cook.
Squeezed you out.
Squeeze you out. Okay.
Like a pimple. Squeezed out you. I am the Lord your God, which this squeezed you out.
Come on.
I manually pushed you out.
Come on, let's get it now.
From Eretz, territory, limitations.
Territory, land, a land, a land, a territory, right? Where is this Decalogue stone, This is a landmark, man, and they're all over. They just hiding them motherfuckers in national parks and things like that, of that nature. You see that? This is a landmark. Where is it? And we're just talking Paleo-Hebrew, who mainstream archaeologists ignorantly call Phoenician. Which came first? Chicken or the egg? And we're just cooking with who? Mr. T. Eaton. They go. Let's cook.
Is the ground. He squeezed you out of the ground.
The land. We keep telling y'all it's all about the land. Let's go.
Territory.
Come on.
Starting from the very beginning, it would be.
Let's get it. Get on in there.
N-T.
Boy, I like that, boy. There's a nice jade bracelet you got. Tell boy, I see you.
Inquire. Inquiry.
Right.
Inquiry declares, proclaims.
Proclaims, Proclaims, inquiry. Did the Most High inquire about your forefathers and foremothers? I am the Most High who brought you out of bondages, Don't your parents do the same thing down here on earth? Help you every time you get in trouble, They dare to bring you out, But still, some of y'all are not getting it.
Key. And in inquiry. Key. Proclaims. Declares. Yahuwah. Key proving to be.
Hawa.
Elohim. Your goal.
Your power.
Asher. Selectively. Which. The selecting process. Which.
Somebody chose you, so-called Negro. I choose you, baby. I choose you, baby. Come on now, let's go. Somebody chose you. Somebody inquired about you. We're talking about your parents above. You don't get no better than this. Let's cook.
One, which part, which, squeezed you out. From a territory.
Get that. Come on.
Locale.
Location.
See how it has to come down and resume here.
Okay.
So the diacritical mark had to be there. It has to resume. Like it left off up here. And it restarts down here. If you didn't have the diacritical mark, you would start reading here. You'd be like, what?
Let's go. All right, you're rocking with 9 Spiral. We're back. We're popping off with T. Eaton. Man, and he's breaking it down. We're cooking. Let's get it. Pop off.
Aleph Lamed. Right there. El is God.
All right. Come on. Get down now.
Too weird. You know what I'm saying? Nobody understands that these are laws. Laws. They don't understand this. You got to show them. See, this is 10 Commandments, obviously, because it's got law. 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 How many laws do you have to point out on this thing before law? You know what I'm saying?
All right. And what he's saying, right? These laws, right? And we're just talking from the Aleph Lamed, right? That law, that LA is not. So he's saying not, right? Not. And this is how it reads, and it's very, very intriguing how it reads. And we're gonna let Mr. T. Eaton do his thing. Good job. Give it to me, Gentile.
They see, oh yeah, these are laws from the very first one since the destruction. Law right there.
Watch this now.
Law right there. You know what I'm saying? Somebody has to see that there's all these laws. If they don't see these laws, they don't understand. There's no other way to look at this.
Come on.
But the opposite of law is to switch the Lamed and the Aleph around to Aleph Lamed. It only occurs, like here's a good example. Aleph Lamed. Lamed Aleph. Aleph Lamed is God.
Watch this now.
Lamed Aleph is not, no. The opposite of not, no is to, which is the way Aleph Lamed would be translated if it wasn't in a context that used the word God. Yeah.
Come on, break it down.
I just want people to understand the difference between to and not.
Right.
To God, not this is not toward. It's not to It's not conducive to relationships. It's not toward any good thing, goal, whatever. The goal is what God is.
There you go.
The thing.
You see that? The goal is what Hawaii is, right? And this is an interesting breakdown because what he's actually saying is that to go against this law, right, is to kill yourself. When you detach yourself from this law, you deteriorate. Pop off.
Things in the way of that goal is delineated here, not. So, whether you actually say, like, not steal, not adulterate, not murder, not lie, not envy.
Come on. Come on, help me feed the tribe now.
Mm-hmm. You see? Mm-hmm. Someone else, everyone needs to come on their own. They need to come to terms with God.
There you go. There you go. You gonna obey this law. All right? And you will witness this law reign down here on earth when the Most High come back, right? Because we're just talking a force.
I can't. It's too big. Size matters not. Look at me. Judge me by my size, do you? And where you should not. For my ally is the force. And the powerful it is. Life creates it. Makes it grow. Its energy surrounds us and binds us.
Hear that? Its energy surrounds us and binds us, huh? We're just talking about the force.
Luminous beings, so not this crude matter. You must feel the force around you.
Huh?
Here, between you, me, the tree, the rock, everywhere. Yes, even between the land and the ship.
Huh? All right, we're just talking Proverbs chapter 6 verse 23, right? For the commandment is a what? Lamp. And the law a what? Light. Reproofs of instruction, huh? Now you're starting to get it. Instructions for what? The way of life. See that? Let's cook. All right, Mr. T. Eaton, let's get this drop, man. Let's get this drop, huh? Let's go. Watch this. Now watch this. Watch this.
And we would say the source of you and the carrying you, but the father and the mother. But
huh? Yo, son. We can't make this up, man. We're going to run them back. We're going to run them back. And we're going to get it, man. We're going to push forward. Because our people need to understand that indeed, if this is a law, honor thy father and thy mother, above. And then we need to be obeying that commandment, right? All right, Papa E10.
And we would say the source of you and the carrying you, but the father and the mother. But
All right, let's pop off, man. We're in the book Forbidden Histories of America, man, by Daniel Lowe. Daniel Lowe. And we're digging on, the 9 Commandments and the Los Lunis Decalogue Stone. Let's go. It says, historically, we have always been taught of the 10 Commandments, and almost every work pertaining to the subject reference is always made to 10 Commandments, Shalaki. But do we really have anything from a credible source that says specifically how many commandments were given on the 2 tablets, right? And we're just talking about Levitical law. We're talking about the law that the Most High brought down. So don't tell me shit about no fringes or no beard. I'm not the one. Only 3 times in King James Bible does it say specifically 10 commandments. See that? Although there were hundreds, right, of commandments, we will focus on the proposed 10 or 9. And here you have it right here, right? All right, seems pretty cut and dry, doesn't it? In the Catholic Bible, they have simply removed the 2nd commandment for reasons so very obvious, of which is part of the first, and divided the 10 commandments to keep the appearance of the traditional 10, right? So something was divided. But let's look at it from another perspective, in which does not take away from the content or meaning. Let's look at this from the perspective of sin, right? What is sin associated with the commandment? Now we get this in scripture, right? What is sin? Going against the Torah, the law. And so this is how the 9 commandments read. Okay, number 1, sin. Sin. So it's declaring, right? It's declaring. It's in a state of declaring what is, in our minds, natural law. So you see all these laws, right? Not. To do the opposite, right, would be sin. So that's the definition of sin. And so don't tell me about no cursing words. If I curse, it's a sin. Sin, worship of another power other than your power, right? And here it says the sin is the same as number 1, be it a false power, wrong power, or one made with our hands. It is the same and therefore constitute one commandment given in 3 parts. So see what they did? They split this commandment. Number 3, sin. Taking the Most High's name in vain, not cursing, but using the Most High's name to get gain, right? See that? Not cursing, but using, it doesn't say that, but I'm not sure. But using the Most High's name to get gain. It's very interesting, right? So it has nothing to do with cursing or any type of verbal words. It's using the Most High's name to get gain, right? Meaning profiting, all that. And it's just specifically talking about the name. Nothing more, nothing less. Number 4, sin, not remembering the Shabbat. So if you go against this, you're digging a hole for yourself. Sin, shedding of innocent blood, right? Sin, adultery, giving your love to another who has no right to it. It has nothing to do with sex. And I'm not sure if this is his conjecture, but we're going to focus on number 5. So that's why I skipped on number 5. A sin, stealing, taking what does not belong to you. A sin, bearing false witness, of which you are no witness to. Sin, coveting that which does not belong to you, which is given in 2 parts, right? All right, let's get to it. What we came for, number 5, not glorifying, thy father and thy mother above. Number 1 and 2 are parts of the same commandment. You see that? Having no other power before him includes every form. You see that? So they split this number 1. So all of this is the same, right? Right here. So that would make it 9. All right. Includes every form of power out there with a false graven image or wrong power. I have heard some argue that they are 2 separate commandments. Wow. Because each starts with thou shalt not. Yeah, right. All right, let's dig in this right here. Los Lunis Decalogue Stone is said to have been originally discovered in the 1880s, but not officially until it was shown to Frank C. Hibben. Here we go. A pretender, an anthropologist of New Mexico. Meshi, right? Meshi. The very archaeologist who wrote the document called Frozen Muck, which I included in the book Nephite North. It is said that it was Shalaki, heavily covered in lichen and patina. Or when Hibben first saw it. So that's a good sign. So if it was found with patina, and that means that it's old, very old. All right, patina is a telltale sign, the oxidation of this stone. And of course, we know, man, a lot of people have taken drill bits to try to deface it. You know, that sounds like some Freemason shit, if you will. All right, clearly the writer is hijacked, but we're getting the drop. Honor thy father and thy mother above. All right, here, this is what I was looking for right here. Let's get this right here. One only need take a close look to see that whoever the scribe was, he had knowledge that the supposed experts of the day did not have. You see that? For this reason, I am going to talk about the supposed commandment, right? Not suppose, but the commandment. Number 5, thou shalt honor thy mother and father, In a video that my good friend Alan sent me concerning the Los Lunas Stone, a student of Hebrew points out a few mistakes according to him, but never really expounds upon what exactly the mistake is, except for the 5th commandment. Exactly, right? Because I get the same shit. Everyone I've seen, every video I've seen, all I hear is dots are in the wrong place, or this is an insertion, or he made a mistake here. And really, man, all we're doing is digging on this 5th one. But he never calls this a mistake. And we got this on footage. It's very grainy. The audio is bad, but we're going to get it. When he is asked what it actually says, he struggles, right? And Drop got this on his channel. I couldn't find it, though. Trying to tell us what it should say until the host of the video asks him specifically. I remember because the host had to reiterate, like, really specifically, now how does this read? And he was the man was shaking in his boots, man. He didn't want to see it, man, but the Most High made this joker come out and see it. And when he is asked what it actually says, he struggles trying to tell us what it should say until the host of the video asks him specifically what it actually says. With this student of Hebrew again struggles and says, it says, honor thy father and thy mother. Above. All right, let's get that, huh? Yeah, man, we cooking. All right, y'all, let's get it. This the best that I can do right here. This is on my IG. I tried to find it on Drop's channel. I couldn't find it. The sound is kind of low, but you just cannot find this video no damn where. And I feel kind of, I sympathize with my man right here. He had to be the one to come out and tell us, the Most High put it on him, man. And that's how the Most High work, right? And so y'all have to bear with the sound, man. But I'm gonna kind of go behind him and see if I can clean up some things. All right, man. Pop off. He said, if I was a speaker of Hebrew, I can't conceive of making that mistake, right? I think that it would be very clear to the person writing it, right? That it was Laman, which will be in order then. All right, so my man asked a question. So how is it written and how does it read? All right, here we go. He's finna quote how is it written. Now he's gonna go by the book, right? The hijack. Watch this. All right. So I take that back. He's reading it how it was written, right? Let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, so he's reading out of a book that has the translation, right? Let's get that again. Uh-huh. You hear that? Honor thy father and mother above. So he's saying in order that or above, it's impossible to mix those two up, right? I mean, he's saying it's just virtually impossible. It's nowhere in hell the writer could have mixed mistaken in order than or above. You see that? It makes no mistake. In order than or above. So that's the comparison, right? Let's go. All right, and we're just talking ometiatu, right? And we're speaking in the native tongue, our native tongue, right, of Nahuatu, right? Nahuatu, Hawa, Nahuatu. And we're just talking the ha, right? The ha, right? It's an intake. And that release, right? That's the force, right? That's your secure breath. Big Papa above. Wow. You see how it come out? Name the highest level of heaven. A Mayukun, huh? A Mayukun, a Mayukun, a Mayukun. Okay. A place of duality, huh? Or the place of duality above the 9 tiers of heaven. Okay. Nahuatu, okay. A name, okay. And this is one of the names right here. Ometacutely, which means, well, no. Ometiatu means two, right? It says, which means two gods, and one of them was a goddess, your mother above. You see that? Lord and lady of, abundance. See that? Abundance. And we're just talking Amma's ingredients, right? And you get that in the wisdom of Solomon, huh? We're going to get that from Prince David. Shout out to Prince David, man. What's happening? I see you, Op. Keep doing your thing, man. I got you. There is some evidence that these two gods were considered aspects of a single being, huh? I am. Wow. Right? One union, just like your households today, right? Man and woman go to get married at the court building. Under the government, they become what? One. One. When they file taxes, they file what? Together as one. This is nothing new, man. This is one of the wonders, the many wonders and works of Hawa. The blueprint, right? The signature. Hawa. Ometiatu, huh? Was thought of as being simultaneously male and female, right? Existing together. That's what they mean by simultaneously, right? And we're just talking. I want to see the other name. Okay, this is the male form, Ametikutli. The female form is Amesiuatu. Amesiuatu, right? But you see those Y's? Those are W's. There are Y's everywhere. Ometikutli, right? And Amesiuatu. And we're just talking in the native tongue of Nahuatu, right? Dig this. In fact, the Aztecs believe that Ometiatu, right? That is the name of both of them together, right? Both of these together is Ometiatu, right? Was the very first, see that? Power. Together, they was the very first single power, right? A self-created being, right? You see that? Whose very essence and nature became the basis for nature of the entire universe itself. I think I've seen enough. What about y'all, huh? Now we're cooking, huh? Now we're cooking. I think y'all starting to get it now, All right, let's find her in scripture, right? Let's find her in scripture. And here we're in 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 1 through 7. Let's get it. And this says the Most High. I brought this people out of bondage. I gave them commandments, through my servants, the prophets. But they would not listen to them and made my counsels void. Check them out now. Check me out, There she is. There go Big Mama. Hey, Big Mama. The mother who bore them says to them, go, my children, because I am a widow and forsaken, right? I brought you up with gladness. Here your mother says, I brought you up with gladness. Listen now. But with mourning and sorrow, I have lost you. Why? She can't go against Big Papa. All right? She respects Big Papa, right? So she says, I have lost you as a mother. meaning I had to hide myself from you, huh? Because you have sinned before Big Papa and have done what is evil in what? My sight. But now what can I do for you? For I am a widow and forsaken. Go, my children, and ask for mercy from who? Big Papa. I call upon you, Father, as a witness in what addition to the mother of the children. In addition, we're talking about your parents above, because they would not keep my covenant. She says it was my covenant also, that they may bring confusion upon them and bring their mother to ruin. Big Mama said, y'all. And that's why she can't wait to greet you when the Most High open the firmament. You see this? This is a family affair, so that they may have no offspring. Let them be scattered among the nations. Big Mama is speaking. Let their names be blotted out from the earth, because they have despised my covenant also, huh? And so your mother is sad, right? We done broke her heart, y'all. Because it says here in Isaiah 51:3, where's the certificate of your mother's divorce, whom I have put away? No, you broke her heart. She's somewhere longing for you, Israel, your mother above. Huh? Or which of my creditors is it to whom I have sold you? Or for your iniquities you have sold yourselves, and for your transgressions your mother has been put away. You see that? Why, when I came, there was no man. No man. No man shall save you. It says in Deuteronomy 28. Not Isus, not Yahushai, none but your mother and father above. You got to cling to them, for they what are your life and the length of your days. Why, when I called, there was none to answer, huh? Is my hand shortened at all that I cannot redeem? You see that? Big Papa is redeeming, and he's going to do it with mass murder. He's going to avenge you, Israel, with mass murder. That's the type of redeeming I'm talking about. Or have I no power to deliver? Indeed, with my rebuke I dry up the sea. I make the rivers a wilderness. Their fish stink because there is no water, and die of what? Thirst. I clothe the heaven with blackness, and I make sackcloth their covering. Huh? Come on, let's get it. Let's get it. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 22-31. Big Mama says, the Most High possessed me at the beginning of his way, and before his works of old. I have been established from everlasting, from the beginning, before there was ever an earth. When there was no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains abounding with water. Before the mountains were settled, before the hills, I was brought forth. While as yet he had not made the earth or the fields or the primal dust of the world. When he prepared the Shama'ims, I was there. When he drew a circle on the face of the deep, when he established the clouds above, when he strengthened the fountains of the deep. You see that? When he assigned the sea its limits, so that the waters the mem, would not transgress his command when he marked out the foundations of the earth, then I was beside him as a what? Master craftsman, huh? And I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him, rejoicing in his inhabited world, and my delight was with the sons of men, huh? Whose house is it? Proverbs 9, verse 1 through 6. Big Mama says, I've built my house, right? She has hewn out 7 pillars. She has slaughtered her meat. She has mixed her wine. We're talking Mama's cooking, Mama's ingredients, huh? She has also furnished her table. Aquas, do y'all hear this? She has sent out her maidens. She cries out from the highest places of the city. Whoever is simple, let him turn in here. As for him who lacks understanding, she says to him, come, eat of my bread, huh? Mama's cooking. Shout out to Kwame Brown, let's go. And drink of the wine I have mixed, huh? Mama's ingredients. Forsake foolishness and live, and go in the way of what? Understanding. All right, we're just cooking. All right, say no more. You're rocking with 9 Spiral. Appreciate you. All right, man, we're rocking with Prince David, right? All right, Awaken Greatness with my good Ark, my Tawab Ark, right? Who's cutting them up with the facts over feelings, right? And the Flu Testament, right? Now, when I heard Ark read this, man, it touched my ruach, man. I've been using it ever since. So we want to give Prince David his flowers, man. He's been doing great work on YouTube. Y'all check him out right here. I've been subscribed. He said he just subscribed to me a while back, so we want to honor this cat, man. This cat is pretty amazing, man. He has an amazing voice, plays the harp and everything. All right, this brother is anointed. Let's go. We're rocking with Prince David.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7. I myself also am a mortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth. And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man, and the pleasure that came with sleep. And when I was born, I drew in the common air, and fell upon the earth, which is of like nature. And the first voice which I uttered was crying, as all others do. I was nursed in swaddling cloths, and that with cares. For there is no king that had any other beginning of birth. For all men have one entrance into life, and the like going out. Wherefore I prayed, and understanding was given me. I called upon Yahuwah, and the Ruach of Hukmah came to me. I preferred her before scepters and thrones, and esteemed riches nothing in comparison of her. Neither compared I unto her any precious stone, because all gold in respect of her is as a little sand, and silver shall be counted as clay before her. I love her above health and beauty, and I choose to have her instead of light, for the light that cometh from her never goes out. All good things together came to me with her, and innumerable riches are in her hands, and I rejoice in them all, because Hukmah goeth before them, and I knew not that she was the mother of them. Yet I learned diligently, and do communicate her liberally. I do not hide her riches, for she is a treasure unto men that never fails, which they that use become the friends of Yahuwah, being commended for the gifts that come from learning. Yahuwah has granted me to speak as I would, and to conceive as is meet for the things that are given me, because it is he that leads unto Hukmah, and directeth the wise. For in his hand are both we and our words, all Hukmah also, and knowledge of workmanship. For he hath given me certain knowledge of the things that are, namely, to know how the world was made, and the operation of the elements, the beginning, ending, and midst of the times, the alteration of the turning of the sun, and the change of seasons, the circuits of years, and the positions of stars, the natures of living creatures, and the furies of wild beasts, the violence of winds, and the reasonings of men, the diversities of plants, and the virtues of roots, and all such things as are either secret or manifest, them I know. For Hukmah, which is the worker of all things, taught me. For in her is an understanding Ruach, Kadush, Akkad only, manifold, subtle, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good, kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power, overseeing all things, and going through all understanding, pure and most subtle spirits. For wisdom, Hukmah, is more moving than any motion. She passes and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath, the neshama of the power of Yahuwah, and a pure influence flowing from the esteem of the Almighty. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her, for she is the brightness of the everlasting light, the unspotted mirror of the power of Yahuwah, and the image of his goodness. And being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new. And in all ages, entering into Kadush beings, she maketh them friends of Yahuwah and prophets. For Yahuwah loveth none but him that dwelleth with Hukmah. For Yahuwah loveth none but him that dwells with wisdom.
All right, Con, man. We're going to make a stop by Con Drop's house, man. Make sure y'all subscribe to my Tawab Ak, man. This is the Tawab Ak right here, right? He the one popped it all off. All right? So going to get the drop. We stay with the drop, man. We're flooded with the drop. This is what we do. This is why we were put here, to spread it out to the tribe, right? Pop off, con.
Wow.
Wow.
Here we shall gather the manifestations, the declarations, the account of the sowing and the dawning by the framer and the shaper. She who has borne children, he who has begotten sons, as they are called, along with Hanapu Possum.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
And Hanapu Coyote, Great White Bakari, Cooti, Sovereign, and Quetzal. Serpent or Dragon, heart of lake and heart of sea, creator of the green earth, Mama Earth, and creator of the blue sky. With my right hand I beat it out, Rakwa, I met out the firmament, right? Awa. So Managa, we have a framer and a shaper, and we don't have a serpent because we know that there's a difference between the serpent and the dragon. You talking snake, or are you talking dragon? See, in alchemy, right, when you study energy, frequency, vibration, as we've gotten, man, as my wave surfers know, we talk the alchemical dragon and alchemical serpent. The serpent is one thing, right? They say it represents the impersonal nature of the unconscious, as it bursts into consciousness. Reminds me of artificial intelligence, you know. But Lego, that's the serpent. And then you got the what? The alchemical dragon, yeah. So the serpent can't be the dragon if there's a serpent and a dragon in alchemy. So when they keep saying serpent, you don't know if they're talking a snake or a dragon or neither of the above. Maybe they're just talking about the impersonal nature of the unconscious. Maybe they're just talking about something that brings everything to life but also kills everything. Yeah, that's the serpent, my man. That's the serpent, right? But what's the dragon, right? Alchemical dragon represents the philosophical quicksilver. That just means they have no idea. And they're going to tell you right here, unlike ordinary Mercury, again, which means they have no idea because everything they base the cosmos off is ordinary Mercury. But you're talking about something beyond what Thoth can see, what Mercury can see. You're talking about something they're calling the mysterious substance of unknown origin. So the Naga is unknown. The dragon is unknown. All they know is that life, man, it gives us life, right? The living spirit can be extracted from this dragon. Life, right? So let's get back to our framer and shaper. We're just talking life. What they call serpent, we're not talking about killing everything. We're not talking about just bursting into consciousness. We're talking about the creator energy, which is what? Life. They say the spirit, right? In alchemy, it is the vessel in which the spirit is contained. Contain. Con. Alright, so your spirit, your ruach, is the dragon. That's why they say, raise your kundalini, raise your dragon, raise your ruach, raise your spirit. Not serpent, we ain't talking snake, we're talking dragon, angel of the highest order. We're talking mother of the green earth, creator of the blue sky, also known as the framer and the shaper. Right. So they just say God, right? In Christianity, they just say God, or in Islam, they just say Allah. You think about, one man, by himself doing things by himself, right? But yet you have a house and you try to, your house is a manifestation of the house that's above you, right? But what house is above you with just one lonely man by himself walking to and fro? Your mama is always there. Your mama is always there. When you talk framer and shaper, what they call, let's get it from here. Here we go. In the Quiche language, Zako, Tako, and Bito, framer, shaper, right? Refers to one who makes something by putting things together. So we're going to finish putting things together with this Hebrew Aleph Bet, this Picto Paleo, right? Like a stone or adobe, a meal from various ingredients. That's what we call wisdom today, right? You got the wisdom to put the meal together, to figure it out, to fortify the kingdom. Solomon is praying for the ability to fortify the kingdom, to put the meal, to put the ingredients together to form a meal, to form a strong kingdom. Ha is your breath, your revelation. By revealing, right, the Ha in Hebrew, let's go. So you got your strong power going into the house, gathering, right? Aleph, Bat, Gam. Aleph, Bat, Gam. Dog. You went through a door together as a tribe. Then you gotta look, right? Somebody gave you a look, right? You got a breath. You got a revelation. That's mama, framer. Wa is the masculine, like they say, secure, a hook or tent peg. What do you do with a tent peg? You have to pound it into the soil, into the earth. We're talking about the earth.
All right. And that is woman with her arms raised, right? Because we're talking about the breath. Look, reveal. You see that? My children are home. Huh?
We're talking about, mother of the green earth, right? So your framer, one who makes something by putting things together, right? Wisdom from various ingredients. Your shaper refers to one who makes something by modeling. Pottery from clay, right? I formed you, right? I shaped you. You're shaped in the the vibration shapes, right? Or a sculpture from carved stone, thus giving shape to an otherwise amorphous substance. The framer and shaper are the most frequently mentioned gods involved in the creation of the world and its inhabitants. Man, I'm reading out of the Popol Vuh, the Maya Quiche root, the root document, my naga. So the framer and the shaper are the most frequently mentioned power involved in the creation of the world and its inhabitants. Their names imply the creation involved giving frame and shape to matter that already existed rather than conjuring something out of nothing. So you're talking about the energy that already is, right? This pair of powers was so important that soon after the Spanish conquest, Father Domenico de Vico used their Quiche names to refer to the God of the Old Testament.
Body bag Daniel. Let's go.
Down in 765 in the land of America. I'm just talking promised land. I'm just talking Sylvanus or Solomon the Builder.
Let's go.
Guard your camp and weapons and spears. Guard your camp and weapons and spears.
Arm yourself and all your soldiers, which are the words.
The words,
Listen,
huh?
so you thought it was just one-dimensional, two-dimensional. It's not just about the physical fight. Look at the picture Sylvanus is painting. And remember Solomon. Arm yourself and all your soldiers, which are the words. Your soldiers are the words. Let's go. And the commanders, which are the councils. The soldiers are the words. The commanders are the councils. And your mind as a guiding principle.
Huh? Guard your mind, y'all. Build a fortress around your mind in these last days. And go ahead and strengthen the heart.
Solomon, let's go. My son, throw every robber out of your gates.
Uh-huh.
Throw every robber out of your gates. Guard all your gates with torches. What gates? Which are the words.
The words,
the
huh?
torches are the words, frequency, vibration.
Mm-hmm.
And you will acquire through all these things a
Quiet life.
You
Uh-huh.
who will not guard these things will become like a city which is desolate since it has been captured.
Uh-huh.
All kinds of wild beasts have trampled upon it. What are we talking about? Are we just talking about a desolate city, or are we talking about your mind has been captured? When your mind is captured and it's full of evil wild beasts, you find yourself just doing stuff just to do it. Wisdom. Wisdom is a gift. Wisdom is the difference. Wisdom is the difference between doing stuff just to do it and being right on the one. Right on the one. Perfect timing. But he who will not guard these things will become like a city which is desolate.
Uh-huh.
Since it has been captured, what's been captured? All kinds of wild beasts have trampled upon it. Listen up. For thoughts which are not good are evil
Wild beast. Uh-huh.
So the whole thing is an allegory to let you know to guard your mind.
Mm-hmm. Teach up.
That the robbers, throw the robbers out of your gates. What are the robbers?
Evil thoughts.
For thoughts which are not good are evil wild beasts, and your city will be filled with robbers. What are the robbers? In your mind. And you will not be able to acquire peace, but only all kinds of savage wild beasts.
You see that? Savage, wild beast. I hope y'all getting this now. All right, Con, let's continue.
How many wild beasts are in your mind? The wicked one who is a tyrant is lord over these. While directing this, he, the wicked one, is beneath the great mire. The whole city, which is your soul, will perish. Remove yourself from these things, O wretched soul. Bring your guide and your teacher.
Guide.
Listen, bring your guide and
your guide and your teacher, huh? Frame and shaper. Ring a bell.
your teacher. The mind is the guide. The mind is the guide, but reason is
Reason, huh? Wisdom. Is the what drop?
the teacher.
Got it.
We're just talking your framer and your shaper. How do you know we're just talking your framer and your shaper? Listen up. Your mind is the guide. Reason is the teacher. Listen, my son, to my advice. Do not show your back to your enemies and flee, but rather pursue them as a strong one. Be not an animal. In other words, don't just give up and let your mind be overtaken with evil wild beasts. Be not an animal.
Understand also what it's saying here, right? That with your mother and father above, when you honor them together, that's engraved on that 80-ton boulder in Los Lunas, New Mexico. Can't nothing defeat you, huh?
With men pursuing you, but rather be a man. With you pursuing the evil wild beast, lest somehow they become victorious over you and trample upon you as on a dead man. And you pursue, you perish due to their wickedness. O wretched man, what will you do if you fall into their hands? Protect yourself, lest you be delivered into the hands of your enemy. Entrust yourself to this pair of friends. This pair of friends? How do we know we're just talking about our mother and father, our friend and shaper?
Let's go.
Entrust yourself to this pair of friends, reason and mind, and no one will be victorious over you. May Hawa dwell in your camp. May his spirit protect your gates. And may the mind of divinity protect the walls. Let holy reason become a torch in your mind, burning the wood. Keep the fire burning, man. Burning the wood, which is the whole of sin, transgression. Wow. How do we know we're just talking about framing and shaping? Let's get down right here. We're just talking about our mother and our father. But before everything else, on page 201, let's get it. Know your birth. Know yourself. That is, from what substance you are, or from what race, or from what species.
Come on.
My naga. Before everything else, man, they saying that, you should just say kumbaya and just do it. Before everything else, you need to know your birth, man. Know your birthright. If you know
I told you, y'all, we're dealing with royal bloodlines. Let's go. 12 tribes. Let's go.
your birth, you know who you are. You know what's owed to you.
Come
Know
on.
yourself,
Come on.
my naga.
Come on.
That is from what
Substance, huh?
you are. What substance are you? What is Sylvanus talking about? Or excuse me, what is Solomon the Builder
huh?
talking about?
Bring it home.
Sylvanus told Texas. From what substance you are, or from what race, what tribe. Remember, this is a translation, right? Or from what species, man. Not that you from a whole nother species, man.
Come.
Understand that you have come into being from 3 races. Listen up. From the earth, from the formed, and
From the created. Let's go.
The body has come into being from the earth with an earthly substance. So Venus is breaking it down. Let's get it. The body has come into being from the earth with an earthly substance, but the formed for the sake of the soul has come into being from the thought of the divine. Thought. The created, however, is the mind, which has come into being in conformity with the image of Hawa. The divine mind has substance from the divine, but the soul is that which he, Hawa, formed for their own hearts. So
See that? We're talking plural. And we're just talking honor thy father and thy mother above. Let's go.
Divine mind has substance, energy, frequency, vibration from Hawa. We're not just talking about your brain, we're talking about your mind, the energy within. And then you have the energy within, your soul, which is the feminine. But let's go get it. Let's go get it. But the soul is that which Hawa formed for their own hearts. How do we know we're not? How do we know we're talking about your framer and your shaper? What is Sylvanus Solomon the Builder talking about? Their hearts. The divine mind has substance from the divine, but the soul is that which Hawa, God, they say, Hawa, formed for their own hearts. Multiple hearts, huh? For I think that the soul exists. Listen up, it's going to tell you everything you need to know right here.
Come on, y'all. Let's go.
Let's get it. For I think that the soul, right, Mama, Ruach, exist as
wife,
of that which has come into being in conformity with the image.
All right, y'all. Y'all want to say this was very enlightening for myself as well. Every time I go back and go over this video right here, there it is. Y'all want to get it? Y'all head on over to Con Drop 432 The Drop Radio and go and get the drop, right? That being said, I hope this was somewhat edifying, and I hope that people really do take that commandment to heart, right? And start honoring both your mother and father above. It is a commandment. All right. Nine Spiral signing out.